The Andrew W. Mellon Foundation is one of the most influential philanthropic organizations in the United States, dedicated to supporting the arts, humanities, higher education, and cultural institutions. Established in 1969, the foundation has built a long-standing reputation for fostering intellectual, artistic, and scholarly growth, with a commitment to strengthening institutions and programs that shape society's cultural and educational landscape. Founding and historical background. The foundation was formed through the consolidation of multiple charitable trusts established by members of the Mellon family, a prominent family of bankers, industrialists, and philanthropists. Andrew W. Mellon, an American banker, industrialist, and Secretary of the Treasury, inspired the foundation's vision through his lifelong commitment to art, culture, and public service. Since its inception, the foundation has sought to carry forward the Mellon family's legacy of supporting public institutions, universities, libraries, museums, and artistic endeavors. Mission and vision. The foundation's primary mission is to strengthen, support, and advance the humanities, arts, and higher education in the United States. It focuses on fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion within cultural and educational institutions, ensuring that underrepresented voices and perspectives are promoted. The foundation emphasizes sustainable institutional development, believing that strong institutions underpin societal progress and knowledge creation. Areas of focus. The Andrew W. Mellon Foundation supports initiatives in several key areas. A. Higher education and scholarship. Provides grants to colleges, universities, and research institutions to support faculty, student programs, and scholarly research. Encourages interdisciplinary studies, humanities research, and the development of innovative curricula. Supports initiatives that increase accessibility for students from historically marginalized communities. B. Arts and cultural heritage. Funds museums, libraries, and cultural institutions to preserve and expand access to art and historical collections. Supports exhibitions, artist residencies, and programs that enhance public engagement with the arts. Encourages innovative approaches to conservation, digital archiving, and curatorial practices. C. Scholarly communications and academic infrastructure. Invests in the development of digital tools, open access resources, and academic publishing models to improve the dissemination of knowledge. Supports libraries and archives in modernizing infrastructure for research and public engagement. D. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Promotes programs that address systemic inequities in the arts and higher education sectors. Encourages leadership development among underrepresented groups, including funding fellowships, mentorship programs, and community-based initiatives. Grant-making and funding strategies. The foundation primarily operates by awarding competitive grants to institutions rather than individuals, focusing on projects that have lasting impact. Its funding decisions are guided by rigorous assessment of institutional capacity, potential for sustainability, and alignment with the foundation's mission. Grant recipients often include universities, libraries, museums, cultural organizations, and consortia working collaboratively on large-scale initiatives. Major contributions and impact. The foundation has significantly shaped the American educational and cultural landscape, with investments in some of the nation's leading universities and art institutions. Notable initiatives include support for the digital transformation of libraries and archives, the creation of endowed professorships, and funding major research projects in the humanities. Its impact extends to strengthening conservation efforts for art and historic collections, ensuring that cultural heritage is accessible to the public and preserved for future generations. Partnerships and collaborations. Works collaboratively with other philanthropic organizations, government agencies, and academic institutions to leverage resources and amplify impact. Partners with international cultural organizations and academic networks to promote cross-border scholarly exchange and global understanding. Encourages multi-institutional projects that foster innovation, sustainability, and equitable access to cultural and educational resources. Leadership and governance. The foundation is governed by a board of trustees and led by an executive team committed to strategic philanthropy and institutional excellence. Leadership focuses on identifying emerging needs in the humanities, arts, and higher education sectors and addressing them with forward-thinking initiatives. Trustees and staff often engage with the academic and cultural communities to ensure that grant-making aligns with evolving societal priorities. Future directions. The foundation continues to prioritize digital innovation, access to knowledge, and diversity in academia and the arts. It aims to further integrate technology and digital resources in preserving and sharing cultural heritage. Ongoing focus includes addressing systemic inequalities, nurturing the next generation of scholars and artists, and supporting resilient institutions that can adapt to changing societal and cultural demands. Conclusion. The Andrew W. Mellon Foundation stands as a pillar of American philanthropy, championing education, the arts, and culture with vision, rigor, and dedication. Through strategic grant-making, long-term institutional support, and a focus on equity and access, the foundation has left an indelible mark on the landscape of higher education and cultural life in the United States, ensuring that knowledge, creativity, and heritage continue to thrive for generations to come.